Month 8, she had to go through labor anyway.
Well, that kind of physical and emotional trauma, that's no stress.
Garcia, was the baby a boy? Yeah.
Training for any kind of assignment can seem to be boring, but it's that training that comes in handy when it's needed, such as in an emergency.
And Abilene Regional Airport and Abilene first responders experienced that today, conducting an emergency exercise involving a simulated plane crash. KTEM's Claire Price was on the runway at Abilene Regional as the exercise was underway. It's something you can never fully prepare for.
You cannot take the emotion of seeing a scene out of it. You can't plan for that.
But airport staff and first responders need to be as ready as possible.
Preparation's everything. I mean, you gotta practice like you play.
That's why the airport conducted a simulated crash, bringing all first responders together.
We go out there and try to get all the entities that will be responding to an incident like that will have anywhere from 10 to 20 or however many victims may be on an airplane. So we can get everybody involved to see how we kind of work together and go through some drills.
Using real people as victims.
Who were made up in makeup called moulage that simulates the real injuries that the firefighters and paramedics have to diagnose.
Because while you have plans in place,
Today was bringing all the equipment out and making sure that plan works.
putting the responders in as real of a situation as possible is crucial.
To have the opportunity to go out and work with being able to triage all the way to transport and getting the hospitals involved with it is something that we don't get to do in a mass casualty setting a lot of the time. So to be able to go out and practice those skills is very, very good for our part.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Claire Kreitz, KTEM News.
Today, Lee University School of Nursing conducted a mass casualty drill.
It allowed several majors to put their knowledge to the test. Channel 3's Casey Freeman tells us more about this drill, Casey.
Greg, Cindy, this mass casualty drill included students from nursing, athletic training, communications, theater, and the School of Religion. This simulation allows students to work through a real-life scenario. Each semester, several Lee University professors and the Bradley County EMA spend months planning a mass casualty drill. The students are giving a real-life scenario they must work through.
As if a train wreck had happened in Cleveland with a chemical spill of chlorine, and because of the explosion, there were passengers that were hurt, but also a stadium of people.
In this drill, students helped about 30 patients within an hour and a half. Each major had its own set of responsibilities during the drill. Nursing majors cared for the drama students portraying as patients. Communication majors reported the facts, while students in ministry provided support for families.
Because it gives then each discipline then the opportunity to practice within their scope of practice and what they learn.
Brenda Jones and Jacob Fass work in the School of Nursing. They organize the drill, and they say each year the exercise expands. They say the university could soon have curriculum for a disaster and mission management major. Jones and Fass want to add this major to future drills.
Natural disasters, but it could also be terrorist attacks or even just humanitarian crisis in general. So it may not even be one event. It may just be something that is happening around the world. But
Madison Jett is a freshman participant. She wants to major in disaster and mission management in hopes of one day directing FEMA. Jett says she learned a lot in this drill and looks forward to doing ones with the new skills she will learn.
As this program evolves and gets bigger, that I'll get to play a bigger part in like the managerial roles that are set aside. So.
Fass says if the disaster and missions management program gets its certification over the summer, classes will start fall of 2019. Live in the studio, Kate
Down from East Pennsboro School District in Cumberland County, practicing their response to a simulated bus crash today. District officials say student safety is their #1 priority, and they use today's mass casualty exercise as a way to help maintain staff's preparedness in case of an emergency. Now, students and a number of first responder agencies were on hand helping to guide the staff through the exercise, and parents of the student volunteers say it's very reassuring that the district is being proactive in this type of training.
Unless you get out there and try it, you never know what's going to happen. And I'd like to know that they are prepared if my son should ever be in an accident, and they know what to do.
District officials say they plan to continue with other trainings later this month, including an active shooter drill.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I covered this a few days ago. I talked about how there are many mass casualty drills popping up. And here are just some more that I showed you, and this isn't all of them. I find it a little suspicious that right now at this specific time, so many drills are popping up, and then the types of drills are popping up. Now, when most people think of these mass casualty drills, they think automatically of these school shooting drill exercises, but what we're seeing is just a little bit off the radar, so to speak. And it shows you that at any time, anywhere, they can in fact create a simulated story. Now, some would say, well, why would they simulate a school bus crash, right? Well, think about it. I mean, we're talking about how they want to push self-driving cars and all that stuff to cause less accidents. I mean, there's many things that they can do, and there's reasons that they have for doing them. But even something as little as that, where you would hear it, you'd say, well, that's probably a real story because, yeah, car accidents and those types of things happen. But they are running drill after drill around this country this specific week. And I wanted to do a follow-up video to show you that they're actually doing a bunch of airport drills out in California. Specifically, you'll see here, there's one going on in Sonoma, Wednesday, April the 18th, which is tomorrow. The Rincon Valley Fire Protection District, along with Charles M. Schultz Sonoma County Airport staff and local first responders, will be conducting a mass casualty drill simulating a commercial aircraft crash. The drill is scheduled to take place from 10 to noon. This type of training is mandated by the FAA and must be conducted at least once every 3 years to evaluate the operational readiness of the fire district, the airport, and other emergency responders. And why is it necessary then to have these crisis actors on the scene? Now, we all get a lot of slack for talking about crisis actors. We've seen that they've actually had to make this a mainstream trigger word, just like the word conspiracy theorist, just like they did with the word Illuminati, having Taco Bell with the Bell-Illuminati, and having all the celebrities mock the word Illuminati as if it wasn't a real secret society. They're doing this now with crisis actors. Like I said, Vice just ran out a show, an episode featuring David Hogg, him telling everyone to go F themselves who thinks he's a crisis actor. What is this thing called crisis actors? And they're showing you, they're having these mass casualty events, and they're actually hiring actors. At any point in time, they can make these drills go live. Any point in time, they can call these live. These people could be filming this, and suddenly, they're running the drill, and now the drill becomes real news. Okay, and they have plants there, they have actors there, they have people who are going to pretend that it's a real story. That's how sick these people are. Now, this specific one in Sonoma is a 2-hour unrehearsed drill which will simulate an aircraft accident involved in fire and resulting in mass casualties. With the recent expansion of the airport and its terminals, authorities in Sonoma County are seeing an increase in call volumes to the airport. They say, as responders, it's our duty to be prepared for any type of emergency, no matter how big or small. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. The drill will focus on passenger rescue, emergency medical intervention, and fire suppression. Say, exercise like this one we're conducting affirm the Rincon Valley Fire Protection District's commitment to train like lives depend on it, because they do. So that's how they deceive people, right? They go, well, what's wrong with people being prepared, right? And obviously, there's nothing wrong with people being prepared. I mean, they go to school for this stuff, right? EMT, first responders and stuff. They get trained, right? And in cases where real events actually do occur, of course, they're very important, and they do a great service to all of us. But if they're trained in this, why do they need these events where they're putting fake wounds on people? Why do they need the crisis actors to be there? Why? To make it seem more simulated and realistic? Okay? I mean, we just saw they had last week or Friday, they had a Big Bird airplane disaster drill in Atlanta. Okay? Where you could see the photos where they actually, just doused the runway with, fire and blaze and everything. And, it looks like a real event. If you saw this on the news, you would say, holy crap, look at that fire. Look at that plane on fire. So they're making these simulations look as real as possible, and that's the goal. Because at any point in time, like I said, they could flip the switch, and they could tell all of us, that this is a real event that's occurring, because nobody would think that, oh, boy, they would never simulate this kind of a thing. No. Right? So you have the one in Sonoma. There's another one in California. I had an article open. I don't know. Now, I guess I accidentally closed it, but there's another one going on there. And there's various ones going on this week and last week. Right? And each news report, they go, well, we're required to do this every 3 years. So you're telling me that every major airport, including, Newark, LAX, that they're running these fake, false casualty rescue, drills at every one of these airports around the country? I mean, imagine it. Think about how many drills that would be. 3 years is nothing. We're not talking once every 10 years. Every 3 years, which pretty much could be like almost every week there's mass casualty drills going on at these airports. There's mass casualty drills, active shooter drills going on every week in this country, because they're making that mandatory for schools. Right? Bus flip over simulations, you name it. Chemical attacks, right? The ones in Florida that I just covered. Chemical attacks. So they're covering every single possibility. And at any point in time, these can become real. They can become, live. And that means it's a fake event, but it's presented to everybody in the world as if it's real. Right? I mean, how many times have we seen drills go live? Right? September 11th, they were running a drill. Boston Marathon, they were running a drill. You name it, and they were running a drill. I mean, Valentine's Day, they just admitted that they were running a drill. Right? Oh, we heard there was going to be an active drill going on, and suddenly it was real. I mean, really? And people can't wake up to this stuff? Not to mention, this is where your tax money's going to, so they can set a blaze to the airport and make it look like a movie scene, and then tell everybody when they feel like it that it really happened, and oh, now we need more restrictions, more control, more gun control. Boy, we are going to see some more. I can't even imagine the number of false events they have planned. With the amount of tests and drills that they're running, I mean, they can make these things every week if they want. They can go up, there was a shooting here, there was a shooting there, and they do for the most part. It seems like it's every week that we have a report coming out about one of these events, taking place, and they just happen to have, a shooting drill the week before, wink, wink, or they just happen to be doing this drill the week before. It's insane. So I just wanted to cover this again because the last video I did, I covered just, a couple of the ones that happened last week. Now there's a bunch popping up this week. I think people should be aware that these drills are going on. In the event that something does go on, and they do make one of these live, you could say, oh yeah, I remember hearing about the Sonoma Airport, drill that was supposed to be run tomorrow. And what they're going to say, if something did happen at one of these events, oh, well, we were running a drill, then the drill turned real. How many times do people need to hear that to wake up? It's unbelievable. I mean, they're literally playing out these events. They're telling the masses out there, well, we're doing it to save lives. We're doing it because, shouldn't they be learning all this stuff in their schooling? Why do they need to simulate it out in public in the real world and make it look real like this? I mean, think about it. So they can put the cameras on and go action? That's why. It's a joke. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you. Keep your eyes open for this type of stuff. God bless all of you and your families. This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I wanted to cover this music video because it's filled with symbols. No surprise, right? But I want to keep showing people this so they can see the repetition that's being used in the music industry to brainwash the masses, to indoctrinate them with the occult, as well as to show you what frauds these false idols truly are. Now, I'm sure some of you have heard of the band